Hello, and thank you for attending this on-demand information session. In this presentation, we will talk about the basic facts of our school, tell you about our awesome teachers, outstanding curriculum, the technology we use to make it all work, and how our families and students are able to socialize in our setting. And we will also talk about the enrollment process and how it will work for you. We hope you find all the answers you're looking for about CCA.
CCA was established in 2003, and since then we've grown to serve over 9,000 learners across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. CCA is authorized by the Department of Education and is accredited by the Middle States Association of Colleges and Schools. CCA is different because of the variety of supports and opportunities we have for our families. CCA is a family service organization, and as such, our Family Services Department is at the core of everything we do here at CCA. Our Family Service Centers are physical locations across the Commonwealth where our learners and families can drop in at any time to receive support with enrollment, work with their teachers, work with family mentors, attend a variety of field trips and other events, and interact with peers their own age. We have a personalized learning approach that meets each one of our learners where they are and gets them to where they need to be. We also focus on college and career readiness, as well as academic and non-academic field trip opportunities that enhance the curriculum.
A lot of our parents and caretakers, grandparents, they don't know how to navigate throughout the system. And so they have a lot of questions in regards to what their day should look like. How do I log in? How do I check the grade book? And so we would be able to assist them with those questions. The family mentor role is unique because they are parents and learning coaches and caretakers as well. So they are our seasoned parents that attend CCA, and they have a lot of experience in different subjects and avenues in regards to, let's say for instance, they may have a student that requires extra help in an area in regards to just the pace of how a child is obtaining the information, or if they have any special needs or requirements, or they may be in an accelerated program. And so what we're able to do, we're able to separate those family mentors and have them or design the program where they can work with individual families and really get to know where their struggle areas are. And it's not anything new for them because they already have that experience in that area. The learning coach is exactly that. You know, when I talk to parents, I explain to them, look at it as like a football game or basketball game. Where do we see the coach? You don't see the coach running down the field with the football or, you know, making that dunk. But they are off on the side and they're encouraging their kids. They're keeping or making sure that their children are structured throughout the day. So as a learning coach, you are there to support them. You are there to encourage them. And if you see where a student is becoming bored in a certain area or disconnected, then that's where, right, the learning coach would step in and create another atmosphere or space for them so that they can continue to learn. On an elementary level, of course, the parents are more involved with their day. And we encourage structure, like have that daily routine set and established, especially if you're or the parent is planning on staying with us throughout the course of middle school and high school. And the reason why I say that is because when they're in elementary, of course, the parents may have to sit with them more and just make sure that the child is or learner is staying focused throughout the day and completing their assignments on time. As they move into middle school, the nice part about CCA is that the teachers create a space of independence for them. And you'll find, or parents will find, that their kids are taking the lead in getting up in the morning and starting their studies and different things like that. But again, the beautiful part about CCA is that you don't, as a parent, have to teach them because we have teachers here that will provide the academic piece.
Primarily the teachers communicate with the students and their family members through phone calls and emails. It's really important to get to know the family, get to know the student, because you're able to learn so much more about them than you would having them just come to your virtual classrooms. You're able to know what they like, what they dislike, if they had a bad weekend, if they had a great weekend. You're able to stress those factors and reach these students in a much more meaningful way. In the virtual setting, we invite our students to come to the virtual classroom where they meet with the teacher, with other students, and they're able to work on different concepts for any subject, from art to math, language arts, science. We can do it all from that virtual classroom. We're able to work with students with the chat pod, writing on a whiteboard, sharing videos, sharing our webcams, our microphones, and we're really able to interact in a personal way with these virtual classrooms. We know that families come from different backgrounds, and we know that they may need extra flexibility in their schedules in order to meet their needs. The great thing about the virtual lessons is that they're recorded and available to students at any time.
So CCA wants all learners to have the best and a very unique experience in school. We want to make sure that we're meeting all of the learners' needs socially and educationally. And so to do that, we've not only built a learning management system, but we've built all of our courses with our teachers, because our teachers know our students the best. We know where the struggles are in learning, we know where things are really exciting for students, and we want to make sure that we're personalizing each activity and lesson for the student so that they have the best experience here. CCA's learning management system is called EDIO, which stands for Education for Individualized Outcomes. And we're creating a learning management system because we want students and parents and teachers to have the best experience possible at CCA. The learning management system allows families to interact directly with the teachers at CCA. The learning management system will also allow students to complete all of their daily lessons, so they'll be able to open their lesson and see what's written to them for that day. So it's how students complete their lessons throughout the day. It's how they turn in any of their assignments or activities. And then it will also have a community section, so students can be in touch with other students in their class or the school or even in their community and area.
The role of the school counselor here at CCA is that we work with students individually as well as large groups. We offer individual counseling with our students that we can work on topics and help them with academic and non-academic issues. We also offer some support groups that we can work with students in smaller groups, and then we go into larger groups and have large-scale guidance lessons with our students. We meet with students as counselors individually a lot, or in small groups, or in large groups. And it's nice to have that flexibility for the student to be able to kind of take a snapshot and help them and go back to where they're at to make sure they meet something before they move on to something else. At CCA, for advanced learners, the elementary level, we have gifted and talented programs which focus on the interests of the students, so they can focus on that and do other activities to delve into that interest to advance their learning. At the high school levels, we've got the AP courses as well as honor courses, and we have additional activities that the students can take part in. Our Real World Design Challenge that students can do, as well as our National Honor Society and our Science National Honor Society. For some that might need a little more attention, a little more support, we have our evening support program, which has teachers in there virtually for students to offer tutoring and help with questions or quizzes or assignments and kind of catch up on material if they need. We also have some in-person tutoring available that students can come to one of our family service centers and meet with teachers and tutors to get additional help too. Our special education program here at CCA has certified special education teachers. They work within the general ed classroom, but also offer supports and accommodations and modifications that are individually geared towards the student's individual education plan, their IEP, so that we can meet those needs and meet those services there for them. Our graduations at CCA are very exciting and very special for all of our students. We have graduation ceremonies throughout the state so that the families and the students can come and celebrate together. And we have our teachers come in, and then it's very traditional in that, you can see the students process, we have the ceremony, it's very nice, and it's a great way for our teachers and our students to interact with each other, as well as celebrate the graduation ceremonies together as one big school and one big unity. Our graduation requirements are in line with the state requirements for Pennsylvania. So the students do need 21 credits. We've also added on some of our own to make sure that our students are most successful after graduation. We require that our students pass a personal finance course. So they have some basic personal finance skills with checkbook balancing as well as credit card management and some basic understanding with that. We have our college and career planning course for 12th grade also that's required. We kind of want to make sure that our students have a good standing point and jumping part from 12th grade after they graduate. So they choose at the beginning of the year in September if they are college bound or if they're career bound right after they graduate. So we can kind of focus more on that to help the students get a better idea of if they're looking at scholarships and need help with college applications and picking a major, or if they're going to go more with, we need to work on how to write a resume and how to search for a job and fill out an application. And we have students that kind of flip back and forth throughout the year, and we do that, and we're happy to do that because we want to make sure our students are best prepared for when they graduate, for what they individually want to do. We've got students that go through 2-year colleges, vocational training, 4-year colleges, the military, or mission work as well. So we want to make sure that we can accommodate and best prepare each of them so they can be successful after they graduate from CCA. In the lesson portion, we also have a really good career and college readiness program and curriculum here at CCA that was actually designed by the school counselors, and we work with our 8th through 12th graders and go over lessons as far as exploring their interests and exploring their strengths with different surveys and profiles, so we can kind of give them an idea of the different career pathways and clusters open to them, and then help them explore that through different activities and different lessons throughout their high school experience with our various electives and clubs and programs, so that when they graduate they have a really good idea of where they want to be headed and kind of hit the ground running.
So I'd like to talk about our conservatory program. They are divided into STEM and arts and humanities. And what we do is we actually have field trips where students are exposed to professions related to arts and humanities and STEM, which will ideally align to what they want to do after high school regarding their career.
Learning doesn't just happen when you're in front of a book or in front of a computer. It happens when you're getting experiences out doing something. One thing CCA really wants to do for students is help them not just see their education here as something that might lead to college, but it might lead them into a specific job field. Not every student is going to college or should be going to college, and so we want them to understand that the skills you're learning aren't just textbook academic skills that are going to help you succeed in a different classroom. They're skills that are going to help you move on to further education with time management, but also into how do I take these skills and develop skills that I might not get just in a classroom and be able to apply those to something that I'm doing outside of a classroom.
We offer about 500 field trips a year. Our state is divided into 6 different regions, and each regional coordinator plans about an average of 12 field trips per month. We offer educational and social field trips. Our educational field trips are aligned with the curriculum that the students are learning that particular month. So we can visit anywhere between going to a zoo for a behind the scenes workshop to the museum. We've toured local coal mines and caves. We offer social field trips, which is more about just having the families come out to mingle with each other. So we can have roller skating parties, snow tubing events. We also host school dances within our schools. So those are opportunities for families just to come out and spend some fun time with each other. We host anything from science lab activities such as dissections, perhaps bird watching. We also do art activities. Recently we've done tie-dyeing events and also some portrait field trips out in the park. We're very fortunate to have a mobile classroom that we could bring to any community around the state. Our goal is to bring our classroom to your community. It's opportunities for our teachers to come out to your area so that we can provide a classroom experience right in your backyard. We offer career exploration field trips and events for our students to get a first-hand experience on the career path that they want to choose. It's an opportunity to take our students across the state so that they can see if they want to perhaps become a state trooper or work in a restaurant or maybe become a teacher themselves. It's a chance to pair them with experts so that they could get hands-on experience and have an opportunity to ask questions and get the answers directly answered by the specialist. In addition to coming out to our field trips, students are able to participate in any of our clubs. We have over 30 clubs that range from chess to robotics, STEM, dance, theater. We have an opportunity for your student to participate in anything that sparks their interest.
Enrollment is easy here at CCA. Families with students in grades K through 12 living in Pennsylvania can enroll their student any time of the year online at ccaeducate.me or by calling the enrollment team. Families will need to provide documents such as proof of residency and a charter form. These documents will be reviewed by the enrollment team. From there, we will build the student's school schedule. All course materials will be provided to all students. Once a student has been placed, we will ship a laptop. It usually takes about 1 to 2 days to arrive. You don't have to wait for your course materials to get started. You can log on to your computer and get started that way. There are online versions of all of the course materials. Upon enrollment, you will attend a Great Start orientation session. You can attend this either online or in person. This is an opportunity to meet some teachers and staff. You'll learn more about the learning management system. We can show you around, show you where to find everything so that first day that you log on, you feel comfortable and can get started. We hope that you have a great start to your school year here at CCA.
Thank you for attending this on-demand information session. We hope it has helped you answer some of your questions about CCA. Please feel free to check out our social media channels. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We also invite you to come to one of our family service centers to meet us and discover the CCA difference.